Friday, October 13th, 1307 before sunrise, royal agents across France launched one of the most coordinated operations in medieval history. Hundreds of Knights Templar were arrested simultaneously. They were accused of heresy, corruption, and crimes against the Church. But when investigators searched the Templars' strongholds, they discovered something even more shocking. The Order's legendary treasure had vanished. No mountains of gold, no sacred relics, no hidden fortune. One of the wealthiest organizations in Europe appeared to have lost everything overnight. More than 700 years later, historians are still asking the same question. What really happened to the lost treasure of the Knights Templar? The Knights Templar were founded around 1119 AD to protect Christian pilgrims traveling to Jerusalem after the First Crusade. Over time, they transformed into one of the most powerful organizations in medieval Europe. They controlled castles, vast estates, fleets of ships, and a sophisticated financial system that many historians consider an early form of international banking. Kings borrowed money from them. Popes granted them extraordinary privileges. Their influence stretched across Europe and the Holy Land. But immense power often creates dangerous enemies. By the early 1300s, King Philip IV of France was facing serious financial difficulties. He owed substantial debts to the Knights Templar. Then, on October 13, 1307, he ordered the arrest of Templar members throughout France. Authorities expected to recover enormous wealth from the order. Instead, they found surprisingly little. Historical accounts suggest that shortly before the arrests, several Templar ships departed from the port of La Rochelle. No one knows exactly what they carried. Even more mysterious, those ships seemingly disappeared from historical records. Some researchers believe they transported the Templars' treasure to safety before the arrests began, but no evidence has ever confirmed this theory. This raises an important question. If the Knights Templar truly possessed immense riches, why wasn't more recovered during the investigations? Official records indicate that some Templar assets were transferred to the Knights Hospitaller. However, these documented possessions appear far smaller than the legendary wealth often associated with the order. Were medieval stories exaggerating the Templars' riches? Did King Philip secretly confiscate a fortune without recording it? Or had the Templars anticipated the threat and hidden their most valuable assets? The deeper historians investigate, the more complicated the mystery becomes. For centuries, historians, archaeologists, and treasure hunters have searched for answers. Some believe the treasure remains hidden somewhere in France beneath ancient Templar fortresses. Others point toward Scotland. According to legend, surviving Templars fled there after escaping persecution. Rosslyn Chapel has become closely linked to these theories because of its mysterious carvings and historical connections. Another theory focuses on Portugal. After the dissolution of the Templar Order, many former members joined the newly established Order of Christ. Some researchers suggest that the treasure survived through this transition. Despite centuries of exploration and investigation, no verified discovery has ever been made. One theory suggests that the famous treasure never truly existed. According to some historians, the Templars' real wealth consisted of land ownership, financial agreements, and political influence rather than enormous stockpiles of gold. This explanation aligns with many historical records. However, it fails to explain reports of missing valuables and the mysterious departure of ships from La Rochelle. Another theory claims that King Philip IV secretly seized the treasure for himself. He certainly had both motive and opportunity. Yet no definitive evidence supports the existence of a hidden royal fortune. A third theory proposes that the Templars successfully evacuated their treasure before the arrests. Supporters of this idea point to Scotland, Portugal, and other undisclosed locations as possible hiding places. But after more than 7 centuries, no treasure has been conclusively found. Some believe the true treasure was never gold at all. Instead, they argue that the Templars protected sacred relics of immense religious significance. Although this theory captures the imagination, historical evidence supporting it remains extremely limited. Perhaps the most surprising detail is this. Historians cannot even agree on what the missing treasure actually consisted of. There is no universally accepted inventory describing exactly what was supposedly lost. The treasure that inspired countless legends, books, and expeditions may itself be built upon centuries of speculation. The greatest mystery may not be where the treasure is hidden. The greatest mystery may be whether there was ever a treasure to find at all. More than 700 years after the downfall of the Knights Templar, their missing treasure continues to fascinate people around the world. Did the Templars secretly move their wealth before the arrests? Was it hidden somewhere, waiting to be discovered, or has history transformed a powerful medieval order into one of humanity's greatest legends? What do you believe really happened to the lost treasure of the Knights Templar?